one and was set for the Newmarket on a heavy 10. Red light is on. Racing. Hot Z began fast. NERODIO began quickly, but there's Caracapo. Resort Man handy, one off the fence. He always the inside. Great again goes forward. Star Align, Jericho Missile, Western Temple, Floyd. About 8 lengths covers the field, and Caracapo takes it up. Great again runs up around the outside. NERODIO's much closer today and a bit keen. He always got up on the inside of Resort Man, and Hot Z is 3 wide and just off them. Western Temple's off the track, and Star Align underneath it from Floyd. And back last is Jericho Missile. Great again has soared his way to the front from Caracapo. NERODIO goes up on the outside. He always the inside. Hot Z travelled into it 3 wide, 4 wide. Western Temple. Resort Man just off them. Just being niggled at now, about 4 off the leader. Star Align gets to the outside. Then Jericho Missile very deep. And last of all is Floyd as they turn. Great again. NERODIO. Hot Z travelled up well. Out wide Western Temple's joining him with a good run. Resort Man still about 3 off them, trying to come through nearer the inside. Inside the 250. Great again. In front, here's Hot Z. NERODIO, Western Temple closing it as well. NERODIO's hit the front though from Great Again and drawn clear. It's NERODIO from Great Again, and then Western Temple and Jericho Missile, but NERODIO does it again, and Lactar sends it home. NERODIO has won from Great Again, and third home Jericho Missile from Western Temple, and they were followed further back in the field, out wider on the track by Star Align, Floyd rather, and they were clear from Star Align, E always. Resort Man didn't come into it, and Caracapo. NERODIO. Number 1, NERODIO is the winner. 8.20 and 2.50. Beats Great Again. And Jericho Missile in front of Western Temple, who loomed up as a likely first or second place getter, Western Temple, and then just peaked late. Great Again's fought really well under the heavy 10 conditions. Loves these wet tracks, Great Again. But NERODIO loves them just as much. 2 from 2 now on a heavy. He's won 3 races on a slow as well. And just revelled in the conditions. Sat close, and I thought really it wasn't overly suitable. He was right up on speed. He was a bit keen, but it doesn't seem to matter where NERODIO sits. It always produces. It can finish brilliantly, as we saw 2 starts ago when it came down the middle in the Bowfine. 1 3/4, 3/4 with the margins. 1:15.36, 36.88 for the final 600 metres on 1, 3, 9 and 6. NERODIO gets the money again, and another playing God, a 7-year-old brown gelding. And we've also seen a God Has Spoken win today. So the breeding lines of the God horses coming through in the Newmarket here and other races today. NERODIO nicely handled there by Lactar. Ramoli had to really keep him together from about the 800 to the 500 before working into the race, and he returns now. Let's head down to Brittany.
Thanks, Richie. I've got Steph Bakranich. We had a lengthy chat pre-race, Steph, and you detailed very candidly, I guess, the issues you'd had going into the Bolton, having him out in the paddock, tracks underwater. For those that weren't with us pre-race, can you just detail how you've trained him a little bit differently going into this event?
He gets work mainly off a motorbike, and he's been ridden for the last 2 weeks because our bike couldn't get through the track. So, yeah, he's been ridden for the 2 weeks, so he has been trained differently.
So the motorbike couldn't get through the tracks, but clearly he doesn't have a problem going through the puddles himself?
No, that's right.
We know that he likes heavy tracks. The rain-affected surfaces have always been his go. What was your feeling today as the track kept getting downgraded to the heavy 10?
Yeah, I love it when there's lots of rain for him, but I just quietly don't say anything. Don't want to get too confident ever with him, but he always tries hard, so and the track's perfect for him like that.
You said pre-race that all you said to Lucky was good luck, because you don't really need to give him instructions. However, what were you thinking when you saw him so close handy? Because typically we see NERODIO ridden a few pairs back.
I was just sitting in the stand saying, woo, 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 what's happening? Yeah.
But then when you rounded for home, you must have just been building in confidence, thinking there's nothing that's going to run him down here.
No, he was so strong today. You could just see he was really keen early, a lot keener than he usually is. Yeah, he was super.
Might be able to park that bike for a little while now. Do you think you stick with the rider?
I think so.
Clearly it's worked. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There is Steph Bakranich. Let's get to Lacta Ramoli.
It's open Lacta Rumley. The last head I expected to see first one out was NERODIO. What were you thinking?
Yeah, same, because I said I would just ride him a bit similar to Holy Ghost, track them and then go around them. He pins the lead and I was like, I had to take another decision because I know he likes this track, he likes the soft, and I said I didn't want to fight and drag it back. I would just go to plan B and just jump, sit where I was, and I know he got like a short kick, but he will do it. So I was not worried. I would just hold up, hold until the last 400. Then I let it go, and I don't know how I lost my whip. So I had to go really hard, hand and heels, and the horse did it.
It's probably a great thing too that Great Again was in that race. He was drawn outside of you and he took you a long way into the race.
Yeah, exactly. So the pace was still on, and I was just following him, track him to the straight, and when I passed him, then I started putting pressure on my horse, and my horse responded very good.
You've had a lot of great supporters since you've arrived in WA, but Steph Bakranich has stuck by you for a long while.
Yeah, I know. I'm very grateful for her to put me on, and she did a really amazing job with this horse. As you know, because always she gallop at Belmont, because we can't work her on the sand because of the feet, and Belmont was closed everything, so we had to work him on the pro ride, sand, and just cut the work a little bit. But she did an amazing job at home, back, and that pays off today.
3 listed winners on the same horse. Congratulations to you and NERODIO.
Thank you.
I think that NERODIO may well be Lacta Ramoli's favourite horse because he's had quite the association with the Playing God gelding. His 11th career win, NERODIO, all of those coming here at Belmont Park. So he loves this track, he loves a bit of a rain-affected surface, and he doesn't mind a listed victory now as well. The winner of a Bowfine and now a Newmarket this preparation, as well as a placing in the Bolton. NERODIO defeats Great Again, the Mudlark, the 10-year-old runs second, and Jericho Missile in for third. 1, 3, 9 and 6, the numbers from the Belmont Newmarket.